Sometimes. It takes just one mistake to change your whole life. One decision you wish you could undo, but can't. This is the story of a boy who learned, not from success, but from a mistake that almost destroyed everything he loved. And how that single moment became the reason he rose higher than ever before. His name was Ariv. A simple, ordinary boy with big dreams. He lived in a small town, not much money, not many chances, but a heart full of fire. He wanted to prove himself. To make his parents proud. And deep inside, he believed. One day, the world will know my name. He was smart, hardworking, and full of energy. But like many of us, he wanted success fast. He didn't want to wait. He used to say, "Why take the long road when I can find a shortcut?" And that was the start of his biggest mistake. It was his final year in college. There was a big project, the one that would decide his future. The best project would get a scholarship, a job offer, and a name in the college magazine. Ariv worked hard, at first. But then, the pressure grew. Other students were doing better, teachers expected more, and time was running out. One night, tired and frustrated, Ariv sat staring at his laptop. And then he thought. What if I just copy a few parts from the internet? No one will ever know. It felt small. It felt harmless. So he did it. He copied a few lines. Then a few pages. And before he knew it, half the project wasn't his anymore. When he submitted it, his heart beat faster. But when the teacher praised his work, the fear disappeared. He thought, see? It worked. Until, the truth came out. A week later, his teacher called him to the office. Her face was serious. She showed him another student's work, and side by side, Ariv's file. The same content. The same words. His hands went cold. His mouth went dry. He tried to explain, but she stopped him. Ariv, she said softly. I believed in you. You didn't need to do this. Those words hit harder than any punishment. The college cancelled his project. He lost his scholarship. His friends stopped talking to him. And worst of all, he saw disappointment in his parents' eyes. That night, Ariv sat alone on the terrace. The wind was cold. The sky was silent. And for the first time, he cried, not because he was caught, but because he realized he had lost himself. Days turned into weeks. Everyone forgot about it, but he couldn't. He stopped going out. Stopped smiling. He thought his life was over. But one day, something unexpected happened. He got a message from the same teacher who had caught him. She wrote, "If you really want to fix what you broke, come see me tomorrow at 7 a.m. He didn't know what to expect, but he went. When he reached her office, she was standing with a new group of students. She said, "They're working on next year's project. I want you to help them, not as a student, but as a guide." Ariv was shocked. "Why me?" he asked. She smiled and said, "Because I believe people who've made mistakes know the value of honesty better than anyone else." That was the moment everything changed. He worked with those students for months. No shortcuts this time. No cheating. He taught them how to think, how to create, how to earn what they wanted. Slowly, his confidence came back. And one day, the same teacher called him again. This time to tell him, "Ariv, your team's project got selected for the national competition." He couldn't believe it. From being thrown out for cheating, to being chosen for excellence. All because he decided to rise, instead of running away. When Ariv stood on that stage months later, holding the award, he didn't feel proud because he won. He felt proud because he knew, this time, he earned it. He looked at his teacher in the crowd, and she nodded, a silent reminder that sometimes, life doesn't punish you to destroy you. It punishes you to teach you, and maybe that's what we all need to remember. We all make mistakes. Some small. Some big. But the real question is, do we hide from them, or do we grow from them? Arif's story teaches us this simple truth: you can't change the past, but you can use it to build a better future. Because no mistake defines you, unless you stop learning from it. So if you've ever failed, if you've ever been caught doing something wrong, if you've ever disappointed yourself, remember, your story isn't over. That mistake you made? It might just be the start of your greatest comeback. Because sometimes, the hardest lessons in life are the ones that shape you into the strongest version of yourself. Everyone falls. But only the brave stand up, and turn their mistakes into miracles.